Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Gold Rush. Just stopped up for a moment to do another clear out because I've run out of buckets. I've got a lot of buckets and I've run out of them already. So I figured now would be a good time for us to pop back in and just have a catch up as to what's going on. Let's get the machine started. A little bit has changed since you were last here. Oh, I need to turn the generator on as well, don't I? There we go. I have purchased a couple of upgrades at the blacksmith. I've also had to do some more repair work. I've broken the wheels on my fuel trailer again, and the motor on the wash plant went as well. So for the second time, so I've had to replace that again. But a lot of gold to process here. As you can see, financially we're doing well. I have been able to buy stuff. Haven't even worried about getting close to going, bankrupt or anything like that. I've got no loans or any outstanding fees. Got plenty of gold in reserve to deal with payments for the lease. Every time we have a clear out, obviously we're losing a little over 25% of our gold, so I always make sure that when I have to cash in some gold for whatever reason, that I'm in a position where I can keep some of that back to cover any gold payments, and so far we haven't had any issues whatsoever with that. So I've always ended with enough gold in reserve that it hasn't taken any cash from me, which is good. I bought the large... switch on, doesn't it? I bought the large fuel container that is sitting over by the entrance to the claim. I put about half a tank of fuel in that. And the next thing I plan to do is look at maybe upgrading the claim a little bit. Let's get that turned on. Those empties, stick it in there. There we go. And of course we are working towards getting ourselves the equipment in dribs and drabs ready to start a wash plant. It's not going to happen before winter. As you can see, we're into August now, well, autumn, the first day of autumn, and we are 10 days from winter. Underneath, there we go. So yeah, it's not going to happen before winter, and before we have to shut everything down due to the extreme cold. But we will find ourselves in a position, hopefully, where we'll be able to afford a wash plant relatively soon at the start of a new year. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Would be nice. Keep the gold flowing. There we go. The new excavator is working out really well. It's making it so much easier in some regards to work through the pay dirt. In other regards, it's actually a little bit trickier because it's bigger, the arm is longer, the bucket is wider. Making sure I don't waste pay dirt is actually a little bit harder because I get into a rhythm and I start shoveling dirt, and before you know it, the the wash plant is... well, the bucket in the wash plant is full, and I'm wasting pay dirt because I'm just putting dirt in to be cleaned, and there's no space for it to go in the bucket. So that's a mistake I have made a couple of times, getting caught out by forgetting to swap the buckets over. So one of the things I am thinking of doing is hiring a worker specifically to work the mobile wash plant so that the buckets can get changed over while we're in the excavator. And I'm curious to see how exactly that will work, whether we just have to have buckets in the nearby to the wash plant, whether it'll only change one bucket or whether it'll change multiple buckets. I'm really curious to see exactly how the worker system is going to work. So that's what we're going to have a quick look at today. We're going to raise a little bit more gold because I need $10,000 for the upgrade to be able to hire workers. So we're going to go and sell some gold. We're also going to cash in some more magnetite. Now I did say that I've got some upgrades purchased from the blacksmith. I don't know whether it's just because the season has been progressing or whether it was just a glitch that one of the updates has fixed, but the costs were significantly reduced, like 1/10, 10% of the original costs. It was so much cheaper. So I've actually used my 4,000 or so magnetite ounces that we had. You can see I've still got a little bit of that left, and I bought the first upgrade on reducing gold cost. So now when I craft a 20 ounce gold bar, it only costs me 1 ounce of gold as opposed to 2, so I get a 19 ounce gold bar in return as opposed to an 18 ounce gold bar, which is good. That's an extra ounce every time we craft. And on top of that, I also reduced the cost of actually doing a crafting as well with the first upgrade from that. So it now costs us a little under $1,000 to craft a 19 ounce gold bar, which is kind of cool. And as you can see, we're building up a nice little stash of magnetite again. We're up to what, 35%. That'll be a good couple of thousand ounces, maybe more. So I'm hoping that once we've had this clear out, we'll have enough to buy another decent upgrade at the blacksmith as well. We'll have to see exactly how much magnetite we come out with at the end. Up to 75 ounces of gold now. That's good. It's going to be another big clear out. I might even buy some more buckets, because I do like these big clear outs where just, we keep going with bucket after bucket after bucket. Although managing all these buckets does become a little bit hectic. There we go, a little under 3 buckets worth of gold to come out of the magnetite separator. See what our final gold tally will be. Up to 85 now. I wonder if we could break 100 ounces. I don't think we will. I think we've got enough dirt left to hit 100 ounces. Which, I mean, we've earned way more than 100 ounces in total, but I've never had 100 ounces on hand. So that would be a really cool milestone, I think. We're going to be close though. We're going to be very close. There we go, it's the last of the pay dirt. How much magnetite we ended up with? 41% in the bucket. That's good. Let's take that with us. Just gotta wait for the wave table to finish doing its thing. Oh, look at that, we have made it. Oh, that's awesome. 100 ounces. That's such a cool little milestone. We made it just. Oh, I'm so happy with that. It didn't tell me how much we made, but I think we started with what, about 10 ounces on hand, I think. So 90 ounces from that clear up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Make sure I haven't got any of the buckets in the back. I don't want to have that issue like I did last time. Nope, it's good. Not going to put any more empties in yet. Oh, better turn everything off actually. Don't want to waste water. Only got 2,000 gallons left. We'll have to start pumping. In fact, we'll take this with us. We'll start pumping water while we're gone. I did try and do some water pumping a little while ago, and I could only get about half a tank full before the water source dried up, and I get the feeling that may well be the case again today, that while we're out doing a bit of shopping, the water source might dry up on us. Although we are into autumn now, temperatures will start coming down. Yeah, well, maybe we'll get a full run out of it. I somehow doubt it. I'll show you the new cut that I've been working on as well when we get back. Let's just get this pump set up first of all. Right, so let's go around the other side. Connect to the in valve. There we go. Run this down here. Now, I was in the middle of doing a clean out over here as well, and again with the water drying up, I couldn't even flush the system. Make sure that gets topped up. Just quickly flush this hog pan while we're here. There we go. Right, so that's going to take a while to pump all that gas, all that water. Let's go get rid of the broken pump out the back of the pickup. There's our fuel trailer. I may move it at some point. It's relatively straightforward to use as well. There's a door on it at the front. There's the actual pumping handle itself. Works just like any normal pump. And then to fuel it up, you just walk up to the door. You order how much fuel you want. Doesn't actually tell me how much is in this at the moment, but you choose how much you want to put in it. It shows you how much it's going to cost, and then that just automatically gets delivered at midnight on that day. So, you know, we would have to wait till the clock hits midnight, and then fuel would arrive automatically into that container. But we've got plenty of fuel in there, or we should have plenty of fuel in there. There's no need for us to worry about that. So, onto the magnetite factory. Let's go tip the bucket in the trailer. I need to remember to buy 2 tyres for the fuel trailer as well. And I think I might finally give in and go reinforced tyres on that. Maybe buy a set of 4 tyres, so I can replace the other ones when they go, or just replace them all in general. Oh, nearly went straight past the trailer again. So used to just hooning it round that corner. Right. There we go, magnetite in the trailer. Okay, so we're up to 2390. Let's pay a trip to the blacksmith, go craft at least one 19-ounce gold bar. Maybe more than that. The next thing I want to start looking at is increasing the size of a gold bar that we can craft. Obviously there is a trophy for crafting a 100-ounce gold bar, so that's obviously something that is achievable. But I'm guessing the blacksmith will need to be pretty much fully upgraded on both the amount of gold it takes to the gold losses need to be reduced to 0, I'm guessing, and the size needs to be fully upgraded as well. And there's 3 tiers of upgrades for each category, so yeah, that's going to require a little bit more magnetite before we can even consider crafting a bar that big. Plus, I'm going to lose at least 30 ounces. Oh no, wait, yeah, at least 25 ounces, maybe 30 ounces of gold. So I need to make sure I've got at least 30 in reserve. Otherwise we're going to lose some cash as well. Right, blacksmith. Go to upgrade, and yeah, so maybe I was just misreading, but you can see here 1,234. That'll reduce the upgrade time. Not interested in that. I've already got the next 2 upgrades. To go to the second one, medium shares, to reduce the cost of smelting again. It's going to cost more gold, slightly, or more magnetite than we've got. And then beyond that, we need quite a bit in reducing the gold losses. So if I create a larger gold bar, I can get more money with less crafting required. So, for example, if I've got 50 ounces to craft, and I can only craft 20 ounces at a time, that means to craft all 50 ounces, that's 3 craftings, 2 20 ounces and a 10 ounce. Whereas if I can get this up to say 25, that's only 2 gold bars I need to craft, reducing A, the amount of time we're losing, B, the amount of gold we're losing, and C, the amount of money we're paying to actually get that crafted per gold bar. So this is the upgrade we're going to take this time. And let's see how big a gold bar we can craft now. Oh wow, I can craft, what is that? I can craft all up to an 80 ounce gold bar. Wow, that, just make sure that's not okay. That's a lot more than I was expecting. I'm going to craft a 52 ounce gold bar, I think. Keep the rest. 52 ounces should give us a pretty healthy return of cash. Wow, go all the way up to 80 ounces already. I was not expecting it to go up that much. I thought it would go up to maybe 50 at a push. That's caught me off guard, that. I've decided as well what I'll do with these stories. You can see we've obviously got the magnetite area done, the old Arnold parcel done, the blacksmith, but there's all these other stories that haven't been done yet. And obviously the factory, we've got the factory done as well. Some of these we can't actually access until we lease the claims, which is going to cost us a huge amount of money just to complete these. So on an easy profile, I went around for the trophy and I collected all of these, and I've also, as a result of that, figured out pretty much where all of the pieces are. So we're going to collect some of these in the off season. So once we are having to pack up, we'll go round to the radio station, get the 3 there, the native village, the collapsed road. Rivertown is a claim, so we can't get those 2. We can do the hotel, we can do the junkyard, the railroad, the Henneberg old mine, we can do that as well, I think. The boat centre, we can do those 3. Bearport Lake we can do. Pine Valley is a claim, so we can't do that one. That's 4 there. Sawmill, we can do the sawmill and then get those 3. Nighthawk is another parcel, we can't do that. And obviously we've already got the old Tom Arnold, or the old Arnold parcel ourselves. So there's 3 parcels we can't get because it just costs us way too much money at this point. But that's kind of where we are. Oh, excuse me. That's kind of the plan for the remaining stories, just to get those extra little discounts. We'll collect those in the off season. no point wasting mining time working on those. Need to wait for my gold bar now. This is going to be well, just under. It's going to be what, 49.4. I think it was 50.6, 2.6 we were losing in gold losses. But yeah, we've halved those gold losses. It would be crafting a 52 ounce gold bar would have cost us 5.2 ounces of gold, and we're only paying 2.6. I'd like to get that down to 0, but as you saw, we need about 6,000 ounces of magnetite for that. So a lot more mining still to go to, to bring that down even further. Come on, give me my gold bar. There it is. 49.8 ounces. Woohoo! That's a big gold bar. That's a very big bar. Right. Let's go see how much this is actually worth. Start. Oh, 12.10. That's pretty good. That's as high as it's been for a very long time. So that gold bar is worth just under $60,000. Very nice. Oh, it feels good to have a nice little wad of cash like that. Right. So what else do we need? We wanted to do workers, didn't we? I need some new tyres for the truck, for the trailer. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to buy. I could buy more buckets, I suppose. Lights off. No, the lights weren't even on. There we go. So normal trailer wheels, 630. Reinforced wheels, £5,000 each. Now, given how quick I'm going through them, yeah, in the long run, it's going to be better for me to actually have the reinforced ones. It's not cheap, 20 grand, but these are the motors as well. This is the difference between the mobile wash plant and the reinforced one. I've gone through 2 of these so far, but yeah, horrendously expensive. 13,000 for the reinforced wash plant, and we'll be selling that, I would imagine, once we get a full wash plant up and running. Do I want any more buckets? Yes. Let's get another 5 buckets. These transport crates, they aren't very effective, I don't think. Right. 4 wheels, buckets. There we go, 20 grand gone, just like that. Not cheap, but in the long run, given how quickly I go through those damn wheels, it's going to work out for us. And then we'll go back to the tent, upgrade the claim for another 10 grand, and look at hiring a worker to man the buckets at the mobile wash plant, and see if we can figure out exactly how that works. I'll throw these buckets in here. Must remember we need to replace the magnetite bucket at the separator when we get back. There we go. Just take a quick trip or a quick side stop here. See if any of the prices have come down a little bit as we're getting closer to winter. So the excavator that we paid 90 grand for, whoa, yeah, it's come down 6 grand already. Okay. Yeah, these sluice boxes are definitely cheaper as well. Not by much, but they are definitely cheaper. The duplex jig, the shaker, that's definitely cheaper. How much is the trommel? Oh, that's on sale. That's 15% off. Oh, I can just afford it. And still have money left over for the... look at the price difference in the trommels. 273,000 or 27,000. Even the reinforced trommel is 565,000. It's just horrific. Big loader's still expensive. The dozer. How much is the rock truck? Yeah, 121.5. All right, let's buy the trommel. Okay, so I'm down to what, 17 grand. That's going to stay there in storage until we have enough to actually start, get the claim set up. And I need to turn notifications back on because I'm missing them. Settings, game settings, notifications. Where is prompts? There we go. Apply change. Right, back to the tent. That was just as well we've made that little side stop. Got a discounted trommel. I don't think it's going to go down by that 15% saving. Well, it might do. But we need to work hard and earn a lot of gold as quickly as we can to try and take advantage of the lowest prices, which I'm reliably told are the last couple of days before winter is when prices are at their lowest, which makes sense. Buying equipment that can't be used, there's got to be some sort of discount on that. Which I've done my supply run. I'm going to get back to the tent. Something's going to break almost immediately. I would like to be able to just order stuff at the camp, save these long trips. But I don't want to spend 20 grand on that just yet. I don't mind taking the little detour drives for the sake of 20 grand. Oops. Not very effective brakes. Park up. Let's see. How's our pump doing? Not even 10 grand yet. Okay. It's going to be a little while. So, let's see. How do workers work? There is no signal in the... oh, we've got a thunderstorm. Oh, okay. Apparently we have a thunderstorm. Right, in that case, I am going to go and work that little claim just there for a little while, try and earn a little bit more gold, and wait for this thunderstorm that I didn't know we were having to... it doesn't look very... it doesn't look like we're having a thunderstorm, does it? Wait for that to clear, and then I'll come back and we'll do some more exploring with the tablet, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, the thunderstorm has just finished. For all those of you saying, "What do you mean you can't hear it?" Didn't have my headphones on. Put my headphones on and immediately heard the thunder. I'm like, So we should have a signal now. There we go. Right, workers, $10,000. Now we just need to wait. Oh, we have a staff member. Price. $200 a day. He's spec for working the hog pan sluice box. Okay, so yeah, not going to bother with him. Somebody wants to work for you. Check the tablet for more information. I bet it's the same guy, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to reject him. No, I'll leave him there and see if we get any more pop up in that area. So we've unlocked staff. Now we just have to wait for staff to actually appear. So before we go, I said I'd show you the new cut. Here it is. I started cutting over here. As you can see, we're actually hitting bedrock over here. Wanted to try and get rid of this big burr that we had in the dirt. So you can see it's quite a high burr in comparison there to where the excavator is, and then the old cut is over here. We're going to need a front loader to work on that. Really, we'll need to go in from the back over that side and just work our way in, and then we can get rid of all that dirt that's in there. There'll be some gold in there, but yeah, working on this new cut over here, and it's working out pretty well so far. So that's what I've been up to. That's where I've been working. But seeing as I'm still waiting for our pump to fill up the water trailer there, I'm going to carry on digging away over here. There's not that much dirt left. This is it. This is all that's left. So not quite sure what I'm going to do when this happens again. I think what I might do with the next batch of money that we make is buy the water pump, the big water pump, and just have it hooked up to this, and then use the water trailer for when the water supply dries up, which now that we're out of summer I'm hoping isn't going to happen that often, and then have the water trailer as a backup. Just otherwise we're going to be stuck not doing anything for ages, waiting for the water trailer to fill up all the time. It's that, or we get a second water trailer so we can switch them over and have one filling. That might be a cheaper option. Fill up a second trailer while one's being used, so that we can just switch them over and start refilling while we use the second one. Something to think about. Anyway, yeah, not much more I can do until that trailer's full, so I'll keep on excavating out this area. If anything happens when I clear it, I'll let you know. And until then, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Gold Rush very soon.